on, once again, viewers, now the US Embassy in Baghdad has also warned US citizens to leave Iraq immediately and urged all Americans not to travel to Iraq in the current situation. In an official statement, the US Embassy in Iraq has also warned that there is a possibility of disruption of travel or sudden closure of airspace without prior notice. So, warning there being issued by the US in Iraq. Meanwhile, US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has announced that CENTCOM is preparing for major strikes on Iran tonight, stating that American forces will hit hard and target key facilities. Let's once listen into that statement.
We will hit them hard on our terms, on the targets that improve the environment for us to operate in and undermine the capabilities that Iran wants to have. We just got done with detailed briefings, but of course he is busy because CENTCOM, Central Command, will be busy tonight because President Trump said we will be hitting Iran hard, and we will be. Because Iran has a chance to make a good deal, a great deal, to codify what they said they've been willing to do, and they haven't been willing to do it. We just got done detailed briefings.
All right, Mr. Srivastava, what is it that we are looking at now tonight in Iran?
Well, I think there could be a harder action by the U.S. side against Iranian installations, and obviously this is a clear violation of the ceasefire from both the sides, and this war might erupt again. And in my assessment, the kind of approach both the sides are showing, no signs of any relenting at all, no responsible measures are being taken, and a very deep trust deficit is very much there. So in my assessment, the situation is deteriorating, and it might, this war, if it breaks out again, this could be a much a bigger war than the last 40 days war. And there is also a possibility, a growing possibility, that some West Asian countries might also join in from the US and Israeli side to launch attacks on Iran. And that kind of scenarios are building up. And because the patience which the West Asian countries have shown thus far is a rare gesture, rare patience they have shown. Such patience are not shown generally in the international community when you are continuously under attack and you do not retaliate. But the West Asian countries, their patience is not unlimited. That's what they have said time and again. Whether Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, other countries, they have been issuing statements saying that we don't have limitless patience. So I think there could be a possibility in times ahead that the actions which the United States of America and Israel will take will also be they will be also joined by some West Asian countries, and that will further deteriorate the entire situation. And as I said, that the ultimate cost of this entire war will be paid by the Iranian Islamic regime, and they are already very much weakened, as Debna sir has said. But since still, despite facing such kind of losses, they are not showing any kind of constructive change in their behavior and their position with regard to uranium enrichment or support to terrorism or against the state of Israel, their right to statehood, etc. They have not changed their positions at all, and they have rather become much hardened than the pre-28 February situation. So I think scenarios are quite dark in my assessment, and there could be a bigger war, and the world must be, entire world must prepare itself to deal with a very long, drawn conflict, which already the world knows about it. Our Prime Minister knows about it very well, and that's why he has given certain suggestions to our people. He has gone to different forums in the international community during his European visit, saying that if such war continues, then the millions of people might go below the poverty line yet again. So I think responsible leaders are raising their voice, including our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. But I think such the parties are not paying any heed to such kind of voices and suggestions, and that's a so unfortunate situation. So I think the
Okay.
scenarios are quite dark, bleak, and let's see what happens next
Yes.
tonight.
Okay. Visuals are also now coming in from Qasem Island in the Strait of Hormuz, where residents have reported sound of US fighter jets flying overhead amid the US's threats of airstrikes. Take a look at those visuals. And amid a rapidly escalating tension in the region, US Ambassador Mike Huckabee has also posted a brief but pointed message on social media saying things may get a bit spicy in the neighborhood soon. The remark, of course, coming at a time when military rhetoric and operational claims from multiple sides have intensified, with reports of strikes, alerts, and heightened air activity adding to the volatility. Group Captain Devnath, a crucial question here is also whether US domestically is on the same stance and same level of preparation, because the statements that are coming in from Donald Trump are slightly different from what CENTCOM is saying.
Definitely, there is not confusion, not even disagreement, but a certain amount of incoherence between what Donald Trump is saying and what Pentagon reports or CENTCOM is saying. It has to do with a large extent to American domestic audience. Donald Trump wants to do something in Iran. He tells his generals, admirals, and senior Air Force officers to do something in Iran. At the same time, he has to pacify his own Republican Party senators, some of whom are rather anti or hostile to the present policy of Donald Trump of continuing the war in Iran. Midterm elections are coming in November, and all surveys, independent surveys, are indicating only one fact, that Donald Trump's popularity is diminishing very fast. Republican Party is losing its ground root level workers very fast. All the neutral people, who say fence sitters, undecided voters, in every country about 20% of voters are undecided. At last moment, they may vote for Democrats or Republicans. All the fence sitters, undecided voters are slowly migrating towards a Democratic Party. So what happens? Donald Trump has to somehow please his domestic audience. Fundraisers are worried right now. Republican Party fundraising campaign are failing. Donors are not openly donating large sums to Republican Party kitty. Indications are there that on 15 November, most of the Republicans during midterm election will lose, and Democrats will make a big gains, whether it is Congress House is concerned or whether it is their Senate is concerned. And with that, Democrats need to win just about 5 to 7 seats extra in this midterm election. And that will ensure that Donald Trump, for remaining 2-3 years of his tenure, will just be a titular president. Yes.
Right, thank you very much. It's a pleasure speaking with you, Group Captain, and also thank Mr. Srivastava for joining us in this discussion. We'll wrap this up for now, viewers. Let's move on to news coming in from Pakistan occupied Kashmir, where